And I mean, the brother-in-law didn't mention his life being in danger, but Pablo did. Just put yourselves in his feet, okay? I put myself in that mentally. If my family member either gets pulled out the car or somebody comes banging on the window, the door opens, and the confrontation starts, they're obviously holding hands. You mean to tell me you're just going to sit in the car and do nothing? You know? Part of this video is missing in all the clips. If it was my sister and I'm sitting in the passenger side and my daughter's in the car, you better believe there's going to be some problems, yo. I don't know who raised some of these people. What kind of societal standards have we become now that where people think this kind of behavior is okay and that it's wrong to defend yourself? We live in a stand your ground state, which by the way applies to vehicles and does not require you to retreat. You know, they already want to take the guns, which I'm not a gun person, but now you mean to tell me you can't even raise your arm in defense? You know what I'm saying? If it was your family member, I mean, I know there's a lot of men out there that aren't men, they're males. They'll sit there and just wait. But are you really going to leave your family member to struggle or whatever and fight? I don't blame him for going out there and punching Hernandez one time. I would do it to disable the person from coming back. And why would I sit there and wait in traffic or call the cops for somebody that just attacked me, my family member? I would have called the cops for myself, and I would have reported the incident and parked somewhere else, and this would have looked so much better for Pablo, even though they were on the way to the airport. So make sure you stay tuned. We got a lot to talk about. I got some new video clips to show you. I got some links from Spirit. I got a video from Mariella. And we're going to talk about the cutoff. And you can see here clearly Hernandez was cut off, which was a dick move by this other guy. But then Hernandez gives chase. He was angry. This is road rage. And he goes after to engage him. I'm also going to show you later on in this video where I think the people that uploaded this, or maybe the police or somebody, I think there's a part of the video that's missing where I'm going to make it real obvious and apparent that cuts out some of the altercation that happened between the driver of the red car and Hernandez.
What does your sign say?
It says, bitches get things done.
What does that mean? What does it mean, bitches get things done?
That means women.
Are you guys bitches?
We're more collaborative.
Are y'all bitches?
We're all our own bitches.
Y'all bitches? But y'all are bitches.
Well, we don't mind what
These are a bunch of bitches.
What about the name?
We're not dogs. And
Huh?
if you
We're on a
say it,
mission.
you're gonna
No,
get
she
slapped.
said bitches.
No,
We're on a
I mean,
mission.
What's up, everybody? It's iCkEdMeL, late night. I have a couple of clips to show you, and the first clip that we're going to start with is how all this got started. There's actually a video clip online of where the red car, which has Pablo and his family, the brother-in-law, cuts off Hernandez, which he's like in a blue car. You can see how they cut him off. It looked like Hernandez kind of slowed down and swerved to the side, and then he accelerated. It looked like he went to kind of chase after them. So I'm going to play it for you in normal speed.
Police saying the SUV that Lyle was in cut off another car in Miami, driven by Juan Ricardo Hernandez.
So now I'm going to play the clip in slow motion. I'm going to remove the audio. And also, let me make it clear. I'm not saying that the guy getting cut off, that's the right thing to do, is cut somebody off in traffic. What I'm saying is that it happens all the time. And what I'm trying to do is tell people that it's not worth overreacting, running up to somebody, banging on the window and approaching them, because people will check you. I don't know what's so crazy and what's so hard to understand about that. You just don't do it. But here's the clip, slow motion.
Perfect.
Han elegido una salida errónea para llegar al aeropuerto y deciden adelantar el vehículo que se mueve más lentamente, de color azul, y en el que viaja la víctima de nacionalidad cubana. Juan Ricardo, al ver la maniobra del vehículo rojo, decide acelerar su carro como si quisiera alcanzarlos. Por primera vez, esta cámara revela el motivo de la trifulca. Lo que ocurrió después ya lo saben.
And here you can see that it was a cut off. That was a dick move. I see it all the time. It's happened to me before. And this is what seems to have started the whole thing, where Hernandez, then it looks like in the original clip, he speeds up and follows the Pablo's car. And then we have the other clip where they well, I'm going to show you the better quality video. Oh, and let me just interject in this video and say, Spirit, thank you for sending me the links. And to Mariella, thank you for sending me the direct video of the clear footage of the cutoff too. I appreciate that. And let me just share a quick little story with you guys regarding one time where I was cut off, and this person ran a stop sign. They were speeding, which I wasn't expecting. And then the car must have been going like 50 on like a small little road. And it was going so fast when I was pulling out, it actually almost hit me. Like, it was really close. I actually had to like turn my wheel, kind of like Mr. Hernandez had to do here, and swerve to the side. So I was pretty pissed. And what I did was I tried following the car, and what I did was I dialed 911 on the phone, and I was trying to get the license plate because I wasn't going to confront the person. The person to me seemed like they were out of their mind. Something was going on. But I wanted to follow them to get their license plate. And I called 911. I reported the driver. I wasn't able to get the plate. I just gave them a description of the car, and I let them know, like, listen, this person is driving reckless. It's very dangerous. I don't know if they're going to hurt somebody. I don't know what's going on. And that was that. And that's how you handle the situations. I think here, you know, clearly Hernandez was pissed off, and I don't blame him for that. But obviously, which is too late now, I think the better move would have been to dial 911. Maybe take a picture of his license plate. I mean, no cops are going to come and investigate somebody cutting you off. You know what I'm saying? It happens all the time. I'm just saying it's not worth the overreaction. And I do believe in defending yourself and your family. And especially here in Miami, if you seek confrontation, you better believe you're going to run into somebody that is going to give it right back to you. Also, if it wasn't Pablo that punched him today or the other day, whenever it was, how many cars is Mr. Hernandez, every time he gets cut off, he's gonna stop?
Video shows Hernandez out of his car, pounding on the SUV's window. He walks away, but moments later, Lyle is seen running up to Hernandez and punching him square in the face. He died days later after being found unconscious.
Alright, so I kind of want to show you guys something else too. I'm going to control the speed. A lot of people seem to disagree that he opened the door when I made on the last video, when I talked about it. If he didn't open the door, he certainly has his hands, I know the quality is bad, at the edge of the door. And to me, it looks like he's pulling it open. You see his right hand swing in to the left. If that door was being pushed onto him, don't you think his arms would push back? His elbows would be pushed back towards his hips?
Unos metros más adelante, ambos carros se enfrentan y mantienen un cruce de palabras que acaba con el fuerte golpe que Pablo Lyle le propinó al señor.
And I just wanted to show you guys another angle, though honestly, this doesn't make it any better. It's pretty bad. It's really hard to say. You know, obviously he walks up. Maybe he did a little knock knock, bang bang. As somebody pointed out too in a sworn affidavit or whatever, the brother-in-law didn't mention anything about the door being pulled open. So if we're to believe that, maybe the guy started to open the door to see, hey, what's going on? And this guy looks like he's just pulling it, like, let's go. And that's how he ends up coming out. He wasn't expecting to get out of the car, because the other thing too is, like, why would this guy get out of the car without putting it in park? Well, this guy confronted him. They're holding hands, they're touching. The problem with some of these clips is that they cut out and then you just don't see what happened. Well, what happened here when they separated? Who edited this out and cut this out? Why can't we see what happened, the further, like, more of this clip, you know? But there was actually touching and confrontation. This guy confronted him. Maybe he opens the door to say, hey, what's going on? And he pulls the door open. Now he's out, like, yo, what are you doing? You know, this is a theory, but I think it's very plausible. Now the car starts rolling. This guy's in danger. Not only is he in danger, but his family's in danger because that car's rolling to traffic. I mean, you guys can sit there all you want and say that this guy Hernandez didn't have nothing to do with this and he's completely innocent. But this could have been worse. I mean, I feel bad that the Hernandez is dead, you know, but this is not how you conduct yourself in society. As much as you guys want to accept and promote this and say that it's okay, this is not. This is what happens. Here's where the video kind of cuts. This one doesn't show. There's a little bit of where the guy comes out. This is one of those videos too that they don't show the whole thing, you know, so they just show off all of a sudden he starts walking. See, obviously there's a missing part there. But the theory here, right, is Pablo gets out the car, right? For a second here, he stops here for a second. You see this part right here? What some people have said is that they believe he was actually going to go around the car to hit the brake or put it in park or stop it or whatever. I mean, to be real and honest, if that was me in the car and it was moving, I probably would have just jumped over, you know, or even half my body over and push with my hands on the brake, throw it in park, throw the emergency brake. But some people are saying that he came to go around, but then he realized his brother-in-law was going back to the car, so he ran, charged this guy to disable him. This guy's walking back to the car. He's turning around here. He sees him coming. He's kind of looking backwards, but still walking. His back is turned. At this point, you can see his body's turned. He takes the punch. All right. I mean, and that's what happened. And unfortunately, Mr. Hernandez passed away. But I'm going to show you some other clips from the prosecutor, from the defense attorney. You know, I mean, if you look for confrontation, I mean, I don't know where you guys are from. You're here in Miami. You're going to get it.
The defendant left the victim laying in the street.
So that was the prosecutor. I don't have a bunch of clips. I'm going to have some from the defense attorney. As the story progresses, I'm going to be bringing you guys more clips, more in-depth stuff. We're going to be following the story. And what I thought was interesting about this, yes, it's obvious. He left the scene. I think if you're in self-defense and you're fear for your life, why would you stay? But besides what I personally feel, the fact that she mentioned this, and I also mentioned this in the other video, I said that might be one of the things that hurt him. The fact that he left the scene. If they somehow are able to, it really depends on the jury, but that could hurt him. And also the fact that the guy was starting to turn around, though I still feel this is self-defense. The fact that she mentioned that shows that this is one of the things that they're going to use, I believe, in court to try to make him guilty. Let me play some clips for you from the defense attorney.
This isn't a murder case, and the prosecutor should stop saying it's a murder investigation. They know it's not a murder investigation.
It's the latest development after those tense moments in court Monday. A judge setting the actor's bond at $50,000 after the victim died in the hospital.
So these clips are from when he was first arrested, I believe, and the judge was setting like a bond or something and deciding whether he would let this guy travel or not, Pablo. It's definitely not a murder case. If I listen to a lot of crime podcasts, they have to prove intent or premeditation. Anybody with common sense would know, in the very least, that this is not murder in the sense of that he had intention. You know, it was definitely accidental. But there's probably going to be a lot of sensationalism between the lawyers and all that stuff because they know it's going to get out in the media, and the jury selection might probably already have an opinion by the time they get in there. I don't even know if they can do this in South Florida. The next clip.
What other than the facts of this case that show on video a man attacking his car, what did they say the danger of the community when it's a one-punch case?
The emotion was too much for the victim's girlfriend, who fainted. The famed telenovela star and his attorneys preparing for their next day in court, fighting the charge against him.
And I think I'll leave you guys with this last clip. I'm usually pretty cautious, vigilant when in my car. I had some conversations with people today, and it's kind of strange to me how some people can define for every person, every human being in this whole world, what's defined as fear for your life. You know, some of these people literally feel or think that you have to be with a gun to your head for you to fear for your life. You know, everybody has different experiences in life, different perceptions. I'm very cautious when I'm in my car. People that know me, people that have been with me, family that's been with me, I don't like people approaching me that look sketchy, especially when I'm with my family. Don't approach me. Don't come on some weirdo stuff. when I'm by myself, when I'm in the car, whatever. If you're approaching me on a really, really weird vibe, we're gonna have some problems. Now, I'm not saying that to be like a tough guy or anything. I'm not, but especially with my family and myself, I can be very like defensive. You know, there's too much craziness going on in this day, so I couldn't even imagine if somebody ran to my window, as I'm parked, and my family's in there. I can't say that I would have got out the car. It's hard for anybody to say what they would have done. But I'm gonna play this clip when I was doing a live stream, and two people kind of walked by the car, kind of trying to ask me whatever. I mean, I even have some friends that carry, and I know at least one of them that keeps their weapon under their car seat. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's not a smart idea to run up to somebody confrontationally up to their car with their family. A lot of people carry. So here's a clip. I'm obviously not in fear for my life, but I am one of those people that when I'm in a car, especially at night or in a shady area or something's going on, I am more cautious and more jumpy. So for me personally, somebody running up to my window in traffic, knocking, banging on the thing, trying to confront me, there's going to be some big problems, and I am going to feel under threat if somebody does that to me, especially with my family in the car.
Actually in danger, but if she's just depressed, there's a sketchy ass person walking up to the car. I see you, homie. What you trying to do? No, don't walk towards the car. Okay, there you go. Is he talking to me? No. See, what happens is too is like the one thing I don't play with is sometimes people, they'll walk up to me, hey, can you they might be asking you for money or something like that. But especially at nighttime, I don't play that. Like, don't approach me, don't talk to me, don't speak to me. Like, I don't mean to curse, sorry, but I don't like that. And then especially if I'm with my daughter, don't walk up to me, don't talk to me. It's dark and all this kind of stuff. Whatever. I don't care what you're trying to tell me. I'm not opening the windows and don't talk to me.
I see potential subscribers. Subscribe for more. This is the motherfucking